Welcome to the end of another highly questionable week. Once again, sitting in for Bomani Jones, ESPN The Magazine writer Mina Kimes. What do you like on the show today, Mina?
I'm looking forward to luxuriating in the pettiness that is the NBA.
Yes, we like that. Dale, Papi.
Do LeBron and Draymond have compelling beef?
This is so great. Most of sports is so antiseptic. Everyone is so careful that this passes for legitimate beef in the NBA. We've got T-shirts. We've got cookies. Let's check in with LeBron last year after he won the championship. Ultimate Warrior. He's making fun of the Warriors. He's the Ultimate Warrior. And now Draymond Green said he had a lot of ideas, but this is the only shirt he could get printed quickly. And so that's Quickie. That's a Quickie. That's how that series was. It was a Quickie, Quicken Loans Arena. And then you've got LeBron coming back at Draymond Green after seeing that T-shirt by saying, "That's what she said, huh? Always go toward the sexual prowess. That's a good place to start the beef." And then here we go someplace else. There you go. You got Draymond saying, them Dubs finally made him go bald. That's pretty good right there. And now we've got Draymond at the parade as well. Let's hear Draymond in his own words. I want people to give Draymond as many microphones and drinks as they can this offseason. Let's listen.
They want to talk about super teams this, super team that. I never played on the super team. You started the super team, bro. I ain't joined the super team. Hey, Slim, we appreciate you joining the super team. I never played on the super team. That's crazy.
Steve Kerr pointed to Draymond's shirt and said, "Look, I get tired of the humble stuff. Every once in a while it feels good to be like Draymond. This is fun for everybody involved."
Yeah, this is great. It's not a real beef. It's Draymond being fully aware that it's his job as the league's heel to act at all times like he's twirling an imaginary villainous mustache. And LeBron James reminding us that in the high school cafeteria that is the NBA, he is still the most popular kid. Westbrook liked it. Harden liked it. Kawhi would have liked it if he likes anything other than basketball. It's just a ton of fun.
Keep in mind, these guys are actual real friends in real life, so they know what they're doing. They're giving us entertainment, and you could learn a lesson from it if you're playing in the rest of the leagues around there that are a little more careful about this stuff. It's okay to do this stuff. Nobody actually gets harmed.
Oh, Draymond was too soft on LeBron. If you really want to be tough on LeBron, you got to say, LeBron, you're a phony. You are a fraud. You know,
wow.
I tell you one thing, pretty soon you're going to be running out of Cleveland like a rabbit, like you did in Miami,
Wow. Okay.
joining another team, to get another ring, because you can't do it on your own. That's the team you wanted. That's the player you wanted. That's everything you wanted, even the coach. And you know what? You almost got swept.
Yes,
That's
swept.
it, buddy.
Swept is
That's
what he
it.
meant.
You're
It's
a
swept.
bum.
If swept, it would have been swept if English was his first language.
Come back at me, I dare you.
Yes. Come back at you or come back to you? Yes, LeBron, because if you would come back to him, he would change his tune entirely. It would.
Would it be smart for Lonzo Ball to meet with other lottery teams?
Plan B. There's danger in going to Plan B when you've been so loud about Plan A, but it seems like the Lakers aren't quite as interested in you as perhaps you and your family are interested in them. So yes, it would be smart to now go ahead and dial down the arrogance just a touch to a little more humble place and meet with like the Sixers and some of the other teams where you might end up now that it seems like the Lakers are less than interested.
Yeah, it's smart. It would have been smart to do it in the first place instead of letting his dad call his shot. Now he has to eat crow. And look, it might be a good thing for him to end up in Phoenix or, say, Philadelphia, where he can play with some other young players. And most importantly, he would be thousands of miles away from keeping up with the Baldashians.
Did you hear the latest news? LeVar Ball is trying to adopt marker fools.
My father understands that particular playbook. He's been trying to adopt Bomani since he got here.
Why are so many people betting on Conor McGregor?
Oh, the reason for this is pretty simple, because you got to bet $1,100 to win $100 if you bet on Floyd. Why would anyone do that when they know that the people are going to come and drop this price? Because a lot of people are going to bet $100 hoping to make $1,000, and that price will drop as more and more people bet on Conor McGregor.
The only reason I can think is that people were listening yesterday when I said if you wanted to put money in this fight, you might as well light it on fire, which appears to be what they are doing. I'd like to take a moment also to address the haters in my mentions who were saying, oh, MMA incorporates elements of boxing, and oh, Conor McGregor, he started off boxing, true, when he was 12. When I was 12, I was pretty good at soccer, but I'm not out here saying I should play in the World Cup.
Can we put on the screen, please, that video that is leaked of Conor McGregor sparring against an actual boxer who's not Floyd Mayweather? And here you can see that Conor McGregor's not getting a single punch in. Conor McGregor is just taking hits. Conor McGregor is not a boxer. So if you're betting on Conor McGregor, you're kind of throwing away your money.
Ring, ring, ring. Hey, Juanito, see, this is Papi. Listen. That bet, that 10 grand I put on Conor McGregor, you got to cancel that. Why? You got to help me out, Juanito. You got to cancel that. What? Listen, we have been doing business for a long time.
What's that?
Juanito, don't hang up on me. Son of a hang up on me, you know? How excited are you to see Michael Phelps race a shark?
All right, look, I have every inclination to poo-poo this, to say that sharks, great white sharks, are much faster than human beings, to say that, look, this has to be some sort of ploy because you're not going to put people in the same tank here if you're doing Shark Week, but I want to see Michael Phelps racing against a shark. You're keeping it purposely mysterious on me. I know, because I'm going to end up being disappointed about it, but I am going to tune in because you're telling me that Michael Phelps is going to race a shark, and I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, I know I was saying MMA and boxing shouldn't mix, but man versus beast, I am here for that. That said, Michael Phelps is a big underdog here. He tops out at about 10 kilometers per hour. Shark can get up to 40, but Michael Phelps has a huge advantage in that he is a swimming distraction to the shark. He should exploit that. Those are the keys to the game, Michael.
Hey, Michael, make sure you're not bleeding when you're going to the pool, will you?
We're all going to regret wanting to watch this. The moment he gets eaten, right, by a great white shark, then we're going to be like, oh, no, there goes one of America's greatest athletes. How did we not see this coming? He's swimming with a shark.
Coming up next on my son Stevie's show, Malcolm Jenkins.
Were you afraid about how this might affect your career?
Not really. I mean, it got to the point where, you know, I'd rather mess up what I have going on than to sit back and be a bystander.
Joining us at the beach today is Malcolm Jenkins.
He's a very good player for the Philadelphia Eagles, a defensive back. Mina, you get out of here. Bomani, can you get in here? Let's do this with Bomani. I'm tired of Mina. Well, what triggered this the most for you? Was there a heartbreaking moment? Was there an angry moment? What was the thing that led you on this particular path toward activism?
Well, I think it was just a frustrating, angry moment last July when Alton Sterling and Philando Castile were shot back-to-back, and then you had the incident in Dallas. And it really, for me, was a culmination of just all the things that I've kind of witnessed in my life and have just walked and accepted it. And I was just tired of it, and I wanted to do something. I didn't know what that would be and what that meant. But I wanted to start to try, and that started with conversations with the police that led to a trip to D.C., and then going back to Capitol Hill, multiple speaking engagements. And as I learned more and more, I start to see how, you know, what my role is and how I can help, and just continue to see where it takes me.
Well, how did those conversations go between you and the police?
Well, I mean, you know, you have to be able to. One thing I always try to do is understand different perspectives. I know what I've seen and what I've witnessed, but I always try to, I know one thing I don't understand is being a police officer. So for one, I wanted to understand what are some of the challenges that they deal with to execute their jobs going into these communities. But I also wanted to bring a candid voice from the community to them and be able to listen as well as talk. And we kind of found some common ground in there that, you know, you have really good officers out there that want to serve their communities, that want to do what's right, and that are doing that's right and need to be highlighted a bit more. But there are some bad apples, and those bad apples, oftentimes from a community standpoint, don't get held accountable. And that's because there are laws and policies that give them that protection, that give them that space to operate in ways that, as a citizen, I don't feel is fit. And so the way to go about that is not to, put a stamp on all officers that they're bad. It's to actually work out with police officers to come up with reform and policies that allow them to do their job easier and reinstill trust and faith in this justice system.
When you're meeting with members of Congress, when you're doing these police ride-alongs, what did you learn?
I mean, you learn a lot. This is something that, I never really chose to pay attention to growing up. It was something that I just kind of called, I thought it was just a fact of life that, just because the color of your skin, you get treated a certain way. It's kind of what I just accepted. But as I've learned and met different people, I've seen that there's real space to make some change, especially me as a professional athlete. I'm able to get meetings with the commissioner of police in Philadelphia. I'm able to go to Capitol Hill and meet with members of both parties of Congress to just have them hear my voice. And so with that accessibility, I want to make sure that I'm speaking on behalf of things that can be changed. And I think all athletes are starting to really pay attention to how much leverage they actually have.
Were you afraid about how this might affect your career doing the work?
Not really. I mean, it got to the point where, I'd rather mess up what I have going on than to sit back and be a bystander. But I don't think, and that's one thing I've learned too, is that this criminal justice reform is really not a controversial topic. If you go to Capitol Hill, you can talk to Democrats, Republicans, and you'll hear the same sentiment that, there needs to be reform, that our use of mandatory minimum sentencing, the fact that Pennsylvania puts more juveniles with life sentences without parole than any state in this country. And there's many things that have happened that are still in place that people will agree need to change, and it's really not controversial to say that.
Malcolm, my father wants to lighten it up a little bit around here. What do you got, Papi?
Hey, yes, Malcolm, what is the favorite thing you like to do with your father, Lee, when you spend time with him?
With my father?
Yeah.
Me and my father, we enjoy cigars together. We'll
right.
hang out, get on the grill, have a cigar. We have a good time.
Yeah.
Well, I like to smoke a big cigar with him, too. He's a big cigar smoker.
I like to smoke the cigar. He's never once smoked a cigar. I envy the relationship you have with your father. Thank you for being on with us, Malcolm. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You like Cuban cigars?
What do you
I'm getting there.
I'm getting there. Okay.
My father will send you some. Thank you, sir.
Gracias. Time to play the game that is already sick of Dan again. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, we question him.
Do you question if this was an effective photo op?
Oh, what kind of disaster are we in for here as we go out to a promotion for a road race? Let's see. Oh, no.
This is her.
Oh, no.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
that's why it's not fine, Mina. Mina, are you not familiar with how Do You Question works? Something bad is always going to happen.
No. This is fake news. It doesn't even touch them. And they all fell. It was like they were the car's backup dancers. Something's off about this.
You're alleging that this is a hoax?
I am.
Watch the floor, Mina.
Watch the floor, Mina. How can you be so cynical all the time, Mina? Watch the floor. The floor moves, Mina. That was a real jerk move by you. Fake news, calling it fake news.
That was a literal jerk move.
I haven't seen this many people going down since this.
Where? Oh, wait a minute. I don't remember this.
Oh, I don't like this. Too
old,
old.
man.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and come up with a whole list of terrible ideas. And the very top of that list is old people on a seesaw.
Yeah, I'm not going to call fake news on this one.
I mean, whose idea was this?
It's the guy who's standing in front of it. It was his idea.
A hip surgeon's idea is what that was.
Do you question if this is a crime?
I'm telling you, I'd prefer if our show, this was the name of it. Instead of highly questionable, if we were just showing videos of Do You Question If This Is a Crime? Let's see what we've got here.
Looks like an ant carrying another ant on his...
Oh! That is absolutely murderous!
Savage!
Yes, just hurling his friend from the sky!
I thought ants were like a team sport. Maybe this is like the 53-man cut. That ant didn't make the roster.
Oh! I did not know that ants were doing things like that. Felonious ants!
I'll show you ants committing a crime.
Oh,
That's it.
Show her this. Watch this, Mina. These are ants. These are cannibal ants. Look at this guy. Yes! That's it. Oh, I hope the audience doesn't notice that we just played that first video so that we can play the second video. Oh! Yes! Oh!
game that is also dropping a new mixtape soon. See? Or no?
You tell us what to watch on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued or not.
On Fox Sports North, Indians and Twins.
No, not interested in this, but the Twins won last night against the Mariners. Look at what happens here in center field. Watch this here.
Hit well center field, deep, going back, Buxton.
Oh, that has to hurt. That was not sunglasses that came off of his face. That was his actual face that broke into about 7 pieces right there.
Oh, man.
That is not fun. They should make those walls a lot softer than they are. Mina, are you intrigued?
No, as much as I crave physical violence this time of year before training camp, it's more fun when they actually make the catch.
Yeah.
That's a no.
She's a big football fan. She's got a Seahawks tattoo on her arm. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. So, Mina, you want to see him making a catch, eh? Well, look at that now.
Let's see. What do we got?
He gets on top of that one, hits it deep center. Buxton racing.
Buxton's going to catch this one. Is he going to steal a... Oh, ouch! Buxton, knock
It's
it
better. When
off!
he comes down with it, it doesn't look as painful.
No, but stop doing that. It's unhealthy. It's okay. You're down 8-2. Let him have his double.
On ABC, Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Sure, I'll check in with this, or I will tell you I'll check in with it, and then do what everyone's doing with late-night television, which is just watch the videos the next morning, so you don't have to stay up late. LeBron impersonator.
You ever cried during a sporting event?
Hell yeah.
You have, yeah.
I cried last year.
You did?
When LeBron won the championship.
With joy.
Yeah. I cried with joy.
Wow. Are you in LeBron? That's LeBron right there.
It's a very poor impersonation. Mina, are you intrigued?
No, what's he acting like he's in West Side Story? Actually, that's kind of what happened between LeBron and Draymond, so maybe it is accurate.
That is a very good actor. He was good in Django. He's good as Ray Charles. Not so good there. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued, but I'm very disappointed at that impersonation. You know, I thought that he was going to start crying. Ah! Give me a lollipop. I need that lollipop. Ah! I'm not getting the calls. Ah! I need more whistles.
Wow.
Those aren't tears. That was somebody stabbing LeBron.
On TBS, E-League Clash for Cash, the rematch.
You're a young person, Mina. What is an E-League? I don't know what an E-League is.
It's competitive video gaming.
Okay.
Get with it.
See, there you go. I'm sorry. Let's check in. Jeez, I feel so old.
Goes in, but Taz will hit the hot shot. Heavy sticking to the fuse, and he's got it. That's all the way. The action's on, and Gary opens it up, takes down Bialy already. The bravery it takes when everything is on the line.
Championship, 16-14 against Batard. Unbelievable. The whole world comes to a standstill here for both teams.
All of the pain and hard work for both of these teams. And it's Astralis who will be carrying that trophy home with them.
Mina was rubbing her arms during the clip. I don't know if it's because it's cold in here or she got goosebumps from the music and the slow motion. Mina, are you intrigued?
Oh, yes. I'm more of an Overwatch League of Legends fan, but I will definitely watch that. I got chills.
Yeah,
Chills.
okay, so it's not because it's cold in here. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, I mean, these guys, they're playing for something. They make a lot of money, $250,000. You know, that's the purse there. You spent a lot of time when you were younger. You know, Pac-Man, hours after hours, days after days, and you never won anything. You know, I mean, I spent a lot of money on the game, on that game machine, and all you did was spending time, and you didn't produce anything for the family.
I won a giant red panda bear, and I gave it to Michelle Tuffy, and my mom was really mad because she thought I should give it to her.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Many thanks to Mina Kimes for spending the last couple of days with us. We'll talk to you on Monday.
See ya.
Hey, Michelle. He's still single.
I want my panda bear back, Michelle. Even though it's 40 years old and that was in 6th grade.